When it comes to self-worth, if that is something that you struggle with, don't despair, my love, because there is so many explanation in your chart that can help you understand this aspect of yourself, right? And when it comes to self-worth, it's this feeling that you could feel it manifests in different ways. It could feel like you just feel lesser than others, or you feel like you lack confidence. And I know, especially on social media a few years ago, and I believe that's still going on right now, where we had this big awakening where we all started talking about our worth and boundaries and all of these good juicy things, which I think is absolutely amazing, right? But and then we saw a lot of great example, right? The not letting people treat us however they want, learning to sit down and determine what we tolerate, what we won't tolerate, be willing to let go. These are all great advice. But this is where I think astrology takes thing much deeper, because this is where we can apply these issues and kind of tailor them. We're troubleshooting them in a custom size, custom made way, specifically for you. Because I can line up 10 people and open 10 of their birth charts, and guess what? All those 10 birth charts are going to be different. And I'm going to see 10 different wound spot that they have. I'm going to see 10 different places where they can be struggling with self-worth and confidence and all of these things. So I want you to understand that we all want to heal, we all want to get better, and there is a way to work smarter, right? Not just endlessly just blindly trying to do this, because again, it's not one size fit all. Not everyone is the same. We don't all have the same blind spot. We don't all have the same weaknesses. We don't have the same shadows, right? We all require different things. And that's why I keep talking about the power of knowing your chart. I do believe that it is a necessity. It's not really a superficial thing. If you're serious about healing, if you're serious about doing the work, if you're serious about elevating yourself, serious about stepping into your higher self, higher purpose, and living a life of alignment, which is pretty much a life true to you, not following someone else's script. This is where the birth chart is there to guide you. It's there specifically for you. And this is exactly what we do in all of my sessions with my clients. And I'll drop a links down below. So I can't talk today, but then again, it's 5:45 in the morning. Like, hello. So I drop a link down below if you want to book a session with me, and we can look at the your chart. I really love looking at the charts. It's just such a fascinating thing to me. It's just the sky has a language. The cosmos, we are all connected, not just amongst us humans, but with this divine cosmic intelligence, with the entire universe. It's like one pulse, we're all connected. It just blows my mind. Anyways, I I digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So today I wanted to talk about a reason that is quite common that could be behind why you feel a bit unstable when it comes to self-worth, right? This is one, let's say someone was to book a session with me, this is where I would, one of the first places where I would start. And that is your second house. Your second house is your house of value. It's the house of ching, of money, finances, and values that were pretty much passed down to you from the 12th house, from the first house, the 12th house, which is the hidden, also family dynamics, the first house, which is the self. Because we need to understand that the chart is a beautiful wheel that is every house is creating way for the next house. So they all build upon one another. So one issue that we can have there is that if we have Saturn and Venus kind of creating some hard relationship, linking the second house together, that could be a reason, because Saturn wherever Saturn is, Saturn tends to create friction. It's not just to ruin your life, although it feels like that on the macro level, but it's because Saturn is the teacher. It's more of a tough teacher. It's not one of those. Saturn is not really described as a new age parent that just goes with the flow. Nothing against new age parent, but I'm just, that's the first thing. Everyone just does life however they see fit to them, which is the beauty of life. But that's just what I'm thinking about. Like, like a hipster village where everyone is just going with the flow. That's beautiful, but that's not Saturn. Saturn is more like that old school teacher that has strict rules, strict boundaries, strict stuff. Like it's a little bit of the that strict coach that pushes you, but you see results. So that's Saturn, and in real life, that tends to manifest itself through friction. And whenever we have some hard aspect between Venus, the which represents love, beauty, that deep self of being secure in yourself, also that being, whenever we find it in the second house, how you show up in the world and how you feel within yourself, it's just that can all, we can have different planets telling us, showing us more explanation behind that, but this is the one that I'm thinking about because that is something that I've seen recently in one of the chart, and this can help explain things like deep insecurity and validation seeking, because that would create a sort of ungrounded, because the second house again is the house of value, money. So whenever we have some hard, whenever we could see it linking to some hard aspect in the chart, this can really help us understand a lot of things, how you operate deep inside, your values, and the things that you can't necessarily see right away, but are pretty much operating your entire life, right? Because we pretty much operate our life through our sense of value, but we're not always aware of them, what they are. So this is intense because the second house, again, it's part of the self, right? It's the you. And that's why we want to always pay attention to what's happening in the first, what's happening in the second, because it's the foundation. For me, I always like to say, if you don't have a strong foundation, then it's a bit of a problem, because it's like a house, right? You're not going to build a house on some weak foundation. It is a very important first step. So if that is something that you struggle with, my love, I have all my links down below, and we can see this together. We can work on this together. And I also created a quiz where you can see, it's actually a really fun quiz. It's very short and sweet quiz that help you see what is your emotional style and why you're doing some toxic patterns that you do, and that way we can see which direction you need to head towards in order to heal smarter, in order to work better. And on that note, my love, I will see you in the next one, and keep shining bright like a diamond. Bye.